Oh, dude, I have been waiting for this one. Baroness. Man, do y'all remember how freaking good Purple was? I sure do. And man, overall, this band has just not really struck out all that hard yet. Red and Blue are fucking masterpieces, and while Yellow and Green is a little uneven at times, it's still a solid as hell double album, and Purple continued that winning streak with absolute aplomb. So yeah, myself, and I think most people with functioning hearing, were eagerly waiting to see what would come next from John Baisley's heavy little ball of psychotic bliss. Critical reception for this album so far has been, whoa! Hold up! For real? God damn! Let me just start off by saying this. Holy shit, there is so much I like about this record. From the opening 2 tracks, Front Toward Enemy and I'm Already Gone, the band just hammered down the door and let you know that they mean business. Heavy and punishing as fuck bass lines, thick, menacing guitar riffs, pulverizing drum blasts, and all of it's tied together expertly by Baisley's trademark howls. This album is an absolute powerhouse. Tracks like The Needling and Chaotic Throw Me an Anchor, the groove-laden and stomping Broken Halo, and the glisteningly pretty and savage Borderlines are just complete throwdowns of the most energetic and boisterous kind. You just can't help but nod your head when you hear the punchier tracks on this album. But Baroness, I mean, we already know they're good to go in that department. These guys can deliver a thrash, that comes without saying. What's also good on this album, though, are the moments where they slow things down. The moody and atmospheric Seasons starts out very subtle and wistful before detonating in the second half of the song. Same thing goes for Tourniquet with its more classic 70s arena feeling flourishes, and the astounding closer Pale Sun is absolutely haunting with its distorted keyboard flourishes, atonal guitar harmonies, and chorale-style vocal laments. This album really showcases the talents of every member in this band. In particular, new lead guitarist and backup vocalist Gina Gleason. Her chaotic and menacing style of lead work makes for a perfect fit for this band. She does a good job. Instrumentally, the album is gorgeous. Lyrically, the album is haunting and mysterious.
So why does it sound like ass?
I don't mean from the band side of things. The band absolutely killed it on this album. What sucks is the production. Yeah, a lot of people were kind of tugging their collars about that when the first few singles to this dropped. Folks, I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you the shitty production wasn't just a one-off. This thing is mixed like hot garbage. What happened? I know they wanted to go for like the absolute heaviest, most bombastic sound they could produce, but the bass and drums in certain points on this album sound like they're straight up clipping. It's so fuzzed out. It's like Dinosaur Jr. and Chewbacca had a baby.
And they named that baby Rick Rubin. Ah!
God, why does it sound like this? I have no idea what the sudden change is about, as the same guy who did such a masterful job mastering Purple is also the same dude in charge here, so fuck. To those of you who aren't necessarily picky about production, maybe this won't play a factor to you, but if you have even the slightest distaste towards sloppy production and rock, this album is gonna get under your skin in a not great way. In addition to that, this is also one of those albums that, well, has a bit of a sprained wrist from all the wanking it does. I've harped about this before, I know, but instrumental interlude tracks. Usually I'm not a big fan. If they do serve some kind of actual purpose, if the narrative surrounding an album does kind of need them, or if they can just hold up on their own merit as decent enough tracks, great. But guys, 9 times out of 10, stuff like this is just filler, and it feels like filler on this album in particular. This album has 6 fucking tracks of the shit that add up to 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes that could have easily gone into giving us 1 or 2 more raging awesome tracks, as opposed to, say, Assault on East Falls giving me 2 minutes of riveting. Look, for as good as this album is, it does have some very pertinent and glaring issues on it. Issues that make it all the more tragic because the things that are wrong with it are so vestigial and could have been fixed so easily. There is nothing on this record that a little bit more studio polish and a few hacks in the editing room couldn't have easily remedied. In fact, I would bet damn good money that somewhere down the line this album will get a remastering that hammers out a lot of the weird production issues, because outside of those, this album is still really great. It's got everything you'd want out of a Baroness record. It moves in some interesting new directions that keeps things fresh, and frankly, Gold and Gray is the perfect title for this album. When it's gold, it's 24 karat solid gold. But when it's gray, well, Gold and Gray gets 4 ugly ducklings out of 5 beautiful swans.
Super special thanks to Kyler Aram, Mo Madison, and Brandon Burnford.